The Galactic Coalition had many maps. These maps showed every star, planet, and station across thousands of light years. For over 500 years, these maps helped alien species travel safely through space. But there was one strange thing about all the maps. They always stopped at the same place, at the edge of human space. That area was called Zone H by the Coalition. Nobody knew what the H stood for anymore. Some said it meant human, others thought it meant halt. But everyone agreed on one thing: no one should cross into Zone H. Many young explorers asked questions about it. Why does the map end there? What is in human space? Why don't humans join the coalition? But these questions were always answered with silence. Older officials simply said, it's better not to ask. But one alien did not listen. His name was Yuri and he was a cartographer, a mapmaker for the coalition. He had soft green skin, 4 fingers on each hand, and eyes that glowed faint blue when he was curious, which was often. Yuri loved solving mysteries, and to him, Zone H was the biggest mystery in the galaxy. Yuri had read every report about humans. They were a young species, only traveling through space for about 200 years. They did not ask for help. They did not try to control others. They built strong ships, strange technology, and stayed inside their own space. No one knew how many planets they had. No one dared enter to find out. One day, Yuri spoke to his supervisor about the human border. "May I suggest a small exploration past Zone H?" he asked. The supervisor's face went pale. "No," he said quickly. "Forget that idea. Humans are not a danger. But they are different. Leave them alone." Yuri nodded, but inside, he felt even more curious. That night, Yuri sent a message to a human diplomat he had met once at a trade meeting. Her name was Ji. And she had sharp eyes and a calm voice. He asked her, "May I enter your space for a peaceful research trip?" Ji took a long time to reply. Finally, she sent a short message back. "Come at your own risk." She did not say yes. She did not say no. But she gave him a choice. Yuri decided to go. He built a small crew. He invited experts from different species. One of them was a human woman named Su-Min a quiet scientist who had not lived on Earth in many years. She studied alien history and believed that humans were special in ways others did not yet understand. "Why are you helping us?" Yuri asked her. Su-Min gave a small smile. "I want to know the truth." And so, their journey began. The ship, called the Seeker's Light crossed the last marked star on the coalition map. Past it, there were no more names, no paths, and no warnings. Just silence. And human space. The Seeker's Light moved slowly into human space. At first, everything looked normal. The stars were the same. The dark space was quiet. But something felt strange. "There is no signal," said Su-Min looking at her screen. "No welcome, no warning, no traffic." Most galactic systems had signs, beacons, messages, or ships flying by. But here, there was nothing. It was like flying into a dream. The crew sat quietly in the control room. There were 5 of them, from 4 different species. Each one had heard strange stories about humans, but none knew the truth. Yuri checked the navigation. "There is a planet 2 light years ahead. It has human buildings. We will go there. Are we safe?" Asked Laro a small lizard-like engineer. His voice trembled. "I heard people vanish in this space." "No one forced you to come," said Su-Min. Her voice was calm. "But I don't think humans destroy without reason." They traveled for 2 days without trouble, but they knew they were being watched. Tiny drones flew near them, silent, fast, impossible to track. The drones didn't attack. They only followed, like shadows. Then, something odd happened. All the ship's systems reset at the same time. "What just happened?" shouted Laro. "Everything turned off and on again," said Yuri. "Like someone scanned us." A new message appeared on their screen. It was short. Asterisk asterisk permission granted. Dock at Station Hana 7. Asterisk asterisk. No name. No signature. Just orders. "Are we really going to follow it?" asked the pilot. "We came to learn," said Yuri. "This is our chance." The crew followed the instructions and flew to the coordinates. They found a clean, simple station floating above a green planet. It looked old, but well cared for. No weapons were seen. No defense ships. Still, the crew felt uneasy. As they landed, a voice came through. "Welcome to Hana 7. Please exit slowly. You are guests." A man was waiting for them at the airlock. He wore plain clothes and had short black hair. His eyes were soft, but sharp. He smiled gently. "My name is asterisk asterisk Dahyun asterisk asterisk," he said. "I am the station manager. You are safe here." Yuri stepped forward. "Thank you. We come in peace. We only want to learn." Dahyun nodded. "Many say that. Few stay long." They walked through the station. Everything was clean, quiet, and warm. The walls had paintings, nature scenes, human cities, children playing. Not what anyone expected from the edge of human space. Dahyun brought them to a room and served tea. The tea smelled like flowers and earth. "You must have many questions," he said. Yuri leaned forward. "Yes. Why does the galactic map stop here? Why is human space left alone?" Dahyun sipped his tea. Then he smiled. "Because," he said, "we never asked anyone to draw us in." And after a while, they stopped trying. Su-min looked at him carefully. "Why?" Dahyun looked back. His eyes seemed deeper now. "You'll find out," he said softly, "if you're ready." Outside the station window, the green planet turned slowly below. The stars beyond it waited. The next morning, Dahyun took the visitors on a short tour of the station. It was quiet, but not empty. A few humans walked through the halls. They nodded politely but said nothing. "They are used to visitors," Dahyun said. "But not many come here twice." Yuri looked around. Everything seemed peaceful, but something felt strange, like the silence was hiding something. "Where is the military?" asked asterisk asterisk Laro asterisk asterisk, looking out a window. "No guards, no weapons." Dahyun smiled. "We don't need them." Su-min raised an eyebrow. "Why not?" "Because no one attacks us," he said simply. They arrived at a wide room filled with screens and data panels. It looked like a command center, but there were no alarms or blinking lights. A soft voice from the wall spoke. "Weather on planet below. Calm. No storms expected." Dahyun explained. "This is a monitoring room. We watch, but we do not control." Yuri looked at one of the screens. It showed dozens of human colonies spread across the stars. The systems were large, clean, and organized. "How many planets do humans have now?" Yuri asked. Dahyun shrugged. "Enough. We don't count like others do." Su-min stepped closer to a screen showing deep space. "Do you keep records of outside ships?" "Yes," said Dahyun, "including the ones that never leave." The room went silent. Yuri asked, "What do you mean?" Dahyun walked to a console and tapped a few buttons. A list of ship names appeared. The list was long. Some names were old, ships that disappeared over 100 years ago. Some were from coalition fleets. Others were marked as classified. These ships entered human space, Dahyun said, most without asking. Some tried to spy. Some tried to take. None returned. Laro stepped back. Did you destroy them? No, Dahyun said. We didn't have to. What happened to them? Asked Sumin, her voice low. Dahyun looked at her for a long time. They found something here, something they didn't understand, and it changed them. Yuri frowned. What did they find? Dahyun did not answer. Instead, he asked, have you ever wondered why humans don't spread farther? Why we stop where the map ends? Yes, Yuri said. All the time. Dahyun poured more tea into their cups. We could spread. We have the power, but we choose not to. Why? Sumin asked. Because every time we grow, we lose something, he said. We're not here to take. We're here to become. Yuri sat in silence, thinking. These humans were different, peaceful, strong, but quiet about their strength. It was not the kind of power he had seen before. It was calm, deep, and hidden. We will send a full report to the coalition, Yuri said. But I don't think they will believe us. Dahyun nodded. That is your choice. But the truth is not always loud. Sometimes it waits. That night, as the Seeker's light floated beside Hana 7, the crew watched the stars. They felt smaller now, not because space was big, but because something inside human space was bigger than they had ever imagined. Sumin could not sleep. She kept thinking about the names on the list Dahyun had shown them. Ships that entered human space and never came back. Some of them were famous. One of them, the Taloris Spear *, was a coalition science ship that disappeared 70 years ago. No one ever found out what happened. Now Sumin knew it had come here. She decided to explore more. She asked Dahyun if she could access the human database. He led her to a quiet room with one large terminal. This database is limited, he said, but you might find what you're looking for. She sat at the terminal and placed her ID chip on the scanner. The system paused, then accepted it. A simple message appeared. ***, access granted. Level 3. External researcher ***. Most of the files were boring. Maps, farming records, city plans. But one file stood out. It had no title, only a number. NX001***. She opened it. The file was locked with an old Earth security code. She remembered an old login she used as a student in a human science lab. She tried it. It worked. The file opened. Inside, she found a document named *** Nexus Protocol. ***. It was long and full of reports, logs, and video recordings. One report described the Taloris Spear ***. It said the crew entered human space without permission. No weapons were fired. No attacks. But the crew started acting strange after 5 days. They stopped speaking. Some cried without reason. Others sat still for hours, staring at nothing. After 1 week, the ship shut itself down. The logs ended with one short sentence. ***, we saw what we are not ready for. ***. Sumin felt cold. She looked at another video file. It showed a coalition stealth team sneaking onto a human research planet. They landed at night. But as soon as they stepped onto the ground, their sensors failed. Their minds began to slip. One soldier whispered, "The stars are talking." That was the last recording. The next file was from 30 years ago. A group of alien leaders met in secret. They discussed sending another mission into human space. One voice said, ***, we must learn what they're hiding. ***, another answered, ***, no, we must leave them alone. They are not like us. ***. Sumin closed the file. Her hands were shaking. She turned to see Dahyun standing in the doorway. "You weren't supposed to find that," he said softly. "You let me in," she replied. "I wanted to see if you were ready." Sumin stood. "What is the Nexus Protocol?" Dahyun looked tired now. "It's the reason we live quietly. The reason no one draws past the map. It's not a weapon. It's not a secret army. It's something older. Something inside us. Most don't understand it. Some fear it. So we stay quiet. Why show me? She asked. Because you're human, he said. And maybe it's time one of us remembered who we really are. Su Min left the room with the truth burning in her mind. The others were still asleep. But when they woke, nothing would be the same. The next day, the crew left Hana 7 with permission from Da Hyun. He gave them coordinates to a jungle planet deep inside human space. This planet holds answers, he told them. But answers are not always easy. As the Seeker's light landed, the crew saw thick green forests covering the land. Strange birds flew above. The air was warm, fresh, and full of life. Su Min led the group through the trees. A hidden path brought them to a quiet building made of stone and metal. It looked very old. Human signs were carved on the walls. This is a research center, Su Min said, but it feels more like a temple. They entered. Inside, the lights turned on by themselves. The walls showed moving pictures, holograms of human history, science, and something more. What is this place? Yuri asked. A soft voice spoke from the walls. Welcome to Nexus Core. They followed the voice into a round room. In the center, a platform rose slowly from the floor. It showed a live simulation of a human body. But this body was changing. It healed cuts in seconds. It adapted to cold, heat, and even poison. Its brain activity was bright and fast. This is human potential, said the voice. Not what humans are, but what they can become. The crew stood in silence. Even Laro, who usually joked during tense moments, was quiet. Su Min stepped forward. You're showing us evolution. No, the voice replied. You are past evolution. You are something else. The platform showed more images, humans surviving deadly radiation, breathing on gas planets, speaking without words, even bending light with their thoughts. Is this real? Yuri asked. Yes, said the voice. These are early signs. Some humans already show these skills. Many do not even know they have them. But how? Su Min asked. Fear, hope, struggle, pain, love, all pushed the human mind to grow. Your species does not just adapt to the world. You change the world around you. The crew watched one last image, a human standing on a mountain under strange stars. Around them, gravity bent, time slowed, and yet the human stood calmly, smiling. Yuri whispered, this is why the others fear humans, not for what they are, but for what they will be. The simulation ended. The room grew quiet again. They walked outside. The sun was setting. A soft wind moved through the leaves. Laro finally spoke. So, humans are like seeds. Su Min nodded. Yes, small, but with something powerful inside. Something even we don't fully understand. As they returned to the ship, Yuri asked, should we tell the coalition? They won't believe us, Su Min said. Even if they do, they won't understand. Then what do we do? Su Min looked at the stars. We learn, we watch, and maybe we prepare. The jungle planet slowly disappeared behind them as the Seeker's light rose into the sky. Now they knew the truth. Humans were not just different. They were becoming something new. The Seeker's light moved silently through human space. The crew was quiet. No one knew what to say. What they had seen on the jungle planet still filled their minds. Yuri sat in the control room, staring at the map. The coalition border was far behind them. Ahead was deep human space, uncharted, quiet, full of questions. Su Min entered the room. We should return soon, she said. The coalition will start asking where we are. Yuri nodded. Yes, but first, I want to visit one more place. He showed her a signal, very weak, almost lost. This came from an old beacon. It's a distress call. From a human colony. Su-min asked. No, he said. It's from a coalition ship, the Valor Wind *, lost 90 years ago. The others agreed to check it out. The signal came from a dark system with no name. They arrived after 1 day. The system had no life, no light, just a dead sun and cold rocks. But in the shadow of a broken moon, they found it. The Valor Wind * floated silently, still mostly whole. No power, no lights, no movement. They docked carefully. The ship was cold inside. Dust floated in the air. Is it safe? Laro asked. Scans show no danger, said Yuri. But something happened here. Something strange. They explored the halls. The crew quarters were empty. No bodies, no signs of a fight. Just silence. Then they reached the main log room. Su-min turned on the backup power. The last recording played. A human voice spoke, slow and tired. Greater than this is Captain Rillos of the Valor Wind *. We came here to follow a human signal. We entered human space without permission. At first, nothing happened. Then we began to dream. Strange dreams. Not ours. Someone else's. We saw things, not meant for us. My crew started changing. I tried to stop it, but we were already too deep. The screen showed short clips, crew members speaking in unknown languages, floating tools without touching them, one man walking through a locked door as if it were air. Captain Rillos' final words were quiet. Greater than, they didn't hurt us, but they showed us what's coming. Not just for them, for us, for everyone. We are not ready. The message ended. Laro backed away. This is not science. This is something else. Su-min looked at Yuri. This is why the coalition stays out. Not because humans are dangerous, but because their future touches all of us, and it changes everything. They left the ghost ship and returned to the Seeker's light. As they prepared to leave the system, a message appeared on their screen. It came from nowhere. No source. Just one line. ****, you have seen enough. ****. Then the stars around them shifted. For one brief moment, the crew saw them. Humans standing in space, glowing with quiet energy, watching. Then the stars returned to normal. The vision was gone. Laro whispered, "What was that?" Su-min answered, "The future, watching us." The crew sat in silence as the ship turned back toward the coalition border. They had come looking for answers. Now, they carried a warning. The Seeker's light crossed back into coalition space. The stars looked the same, but the crew felt different. They were quiet. Each one carried thoughts too heavy for words. The border station called them as they passed. ****, identify your ship and mission. ****. Yuri answered, "This is Seeker's Light. Coalition Map Survey Team. Mission complete. Returning with data." There was a pause. Then came the reply. ****, dock for inspection. And welcome back. ****. They landed at Station Trosen, a large hub near the edge of human space. Officers met them at the airlock. They were polite, but serious. "Your mission log shows extended time in Zone H," one officer said. "That is highly unusual." Yuri nodded. "We had permission." Another officer asked, "From who?" Yuri simply said, "The humans." That answer made everyone uncomfortable. The crew was taken to a large meeting room. Coalition scientists, generals, and leaders sat waiting. Screens glowed on the walls. They wanted answers. A tall woman stood and spoke. Her name was ****, Director Elna ****, one of the top coalition officials. "You went beyond the border," she said. "Tell us what you saw." Yuri looked at Su-min. She nodded. It was time. He told them about Hana 7, about Dahyun, the jungle planet, the Valor Wind *, and the final vision. He spoke clearly and with honesty. He told them that humans were changing, becoming something new, something powerful, but peaceful. Some people in the room laughed. Others frowned. A few listened in silence. "Are you saying humans are more advanced than us?" one scientist asked. "Not just advanced," Su-min said. "They're evolving in a way we can't measure. They aren't building more weapons. They're building themselves." A general stood. "That's a threat. We must prepare." Yuri shook his head. "No, that's fear speaking. They don't want war. They want to grow without being washed." Director Elna leaned forward. "And what do they want from us?" "Nothing," said Su-min. "That's the part no one understands. They're not expanding. They're not claiming land. They're not asking for trade. They just are." The room fell silent. Finally, Director Elna spoke again. "You will write your reports. We will study the data. But this information, this warning, must be kept quiet." "Why?" Yuri asked. "Because the truth is heavy," she said, "and some will not accept it." Laro whispered, "Then what was the point?" Su-min answered, "So we can choose what kind of future we want, one of fear or understanding." After the meeting, the crew was released. They were not punished, but they were told not to speak about the deeper parts of their mission. Back on the ship, Yuri looked out the window at the stars. "Will they listen?" he asked. Su-min stood beside him. "Some will. Most won't." "Then what do we do now?" "We watch," she said. "We wait. And maybe we help others see." The Seeker's light left Station Trosen and returned to its home base. But something had changed. Not just in space. In them. Weeks passed. The crew of Asterisk, the Seeker's light Asterisk, returned to their normal duties. They worked on other missions, visited new planets, and gave small reports to coalition officials. But none of those missions felt the same. Su-min spent more time alone. She read old human stories and science reports. She searched for signs of the change, this new path humans were taking. One evening, she stood at the ship's observation window. The stars were bright. The same stars she had seen her whole life. But now, they looked different. "They were always there," she whispered, "but we never really saw them." Yuri walked in quietly, thinking about the humans again. She nodded. "They're not the mystery anymore. We are." Yuri understood. Ever since their return from deep human space, something inside him had changed too. He thought more. He listened more. He felt like he had only just begun to understand the universe. Laro joined them, carrying cups of warm tea. "Still thinking about Dahyun's tea room?" he asked, grinning. Su-min smiled. "Maybe I missed the quiet." "You could always go back," Yuri said. "Maybe one day," she replied. Later that night, a new message came to the ship. It was short. A single sentence, sent through a private channel that bypassed normal coalition systems. Asterisk, asterisk, the stars are not the limit. Asterisk, asterisk. No name. No code. But Su-min knew who it was from. She smiled and whispered, "Dahyun." The next day, they flew close to the border again. The map still showed a hard line. Asterisk, asterisk, end of coalition, space, asterisk, asterisk, and just beyond it, asterisk, asterisk, human territory, restricted, asterisk, asterisk. Yuri looked at the screen. "Should we go back in?" "No," Su-min said. "Not yet. We're not ready." "But one day?" Laro asked. She nodded. "Yes. One day, more of us will be." They turned away from the border and flew toward a nearby moon. It was quiet there, untouched. They landed and walked outside. The surface was cold, but the view was beautiful. Human space glowed softly in the sky. Su-min drew a line in the dust with her boot. "This is the map," she said. "This is where everyone else stops." Yuri looked at the line. And on the other side, she stepped over it. The future. They stood together in silence, not as explorers, not as spies, but as witnesses. They had seen something few had ever seen. They had learned that the galaxy was not ruled by power, but by growth. Quiet growth. Slow, invisible, but strong. And at the center of that quiet power were humans. Strange, patient, soft-spoken humans, who stood at the edge of the galaxy not because they were lost, but because they were waiting for the others to ask, not what they had, but what they had become.